Hello, welcome back everybody. I am the Bradley Assassin. This is the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel. Let me just get a few little things straight before we get into some detailed conversation here. All the little doodads that need to be taken care of before you get into deep conversation, as I do not want to interrupt the stream at any point while we get going. So just give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and I believe we have what needs to be done as of right now. Come on. All right, that looks about right. Okay, so welcome back everybody. Good to see everyone here on this freezing cold Monday, February 15th in South Louisiana. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Welcome back. Thanks everybody for hopping in so quickly. Everything is going good over here. Unfortunately, we had to close my businesses today due to freezing weather and stuff like that. We're not really prepared for that kind of stuff here in South Louisiana. But that's kind of par for the course, as most of my clients and customers were also closed. So I don't think anyone missed out on any product or services of that sort. It was just kind of a wide agreement throughout the parish that most places had to close, as there was even a curfew for the roads were too dangerous and yada yada yada. But anyway, okay, moving on. Yeah, it's about let me see, let me get a temperature for you guys. It's 28 over here, which is pretty cool for South Louisiana. But okay, so we are going to touch on a few topics. Obviously, if you guys were watching the stream yesterday, I think within 2 or 3 minutes of me signing off, Mr. Elon Musk tweeted. So we missed that news that we had been waiting for all day on the stream by just a few minutes. And I didn't want to hop back on, just for that and look desperate of any sorts. I did forget to update my hold on, let me update my high and low predictions for the day. I had a lot going on today and I forgot to update. 1 second, guys. Let me take a quick look at that and I'll properly update it for the remainder of the stream. Let's see here. Let me just get a quick little look at the graph. Okay, so yeah, I can see, I guess about 5.7 I would have to say, which is where it's at. So I'm gonna leave that, and then a high of 6.2. Let me see. That'd be a good high. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him. I'm okay with those predictions for the day. Okay. Yeah, so all that out of the way, all that straight up, we good to go. Okay, so like I said, we went on for a couple hours yesterday. Everything went smooth. We were waiting for some news. We discussed what we had to discuss and covered some things that had happened in the prior day and that sort of stuff. And then of course, Mr. Elon tweets right whenever I get off stream, like almost where I think he was watching. I mean, it was within a few minutes. And so we missed out on that news, but that's fine. We can cover it today and kind of catch up on that stuff. And then I'm also prepared to I dug up some a pretty interesting price prediction based off of charting from some experts over at FX Streets that I have in the description. I also did a little bit of research on EWT, which was suggested to me by Miss Stephanie Deaton here, one of our subscribers and frequent visitors here in the chat. A very knowledgeable person, and I promised I'd do my diligence on it and take a look at it. And I have to admit, incredibly promising looking project. I don't know if it's rumors or not. She might be able to confirm, as she's more knowledgeable to the project than I am, but looked like maybe Mr. Elon had something to do with it. I don't know if that was just a clickbait kind of thing or whatever, but the project does look amazing, and I dug up a little bit of information on it, and we'll touch on that in a minute also. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're gonna move right into the first order of business today, which is this. Let me prepare this right here, and then I'll pop on over to display capture so everyone can see first order of business. Of course, I have to mute this so I don't interrupt the stream. Okay, here we go. First order of business. Let me refresh Mr. Elon Musk's Twitter page so that I don't miss any updates. But as you can see, the minute I logged off yesterday, Mr. Elon tweeted, if major holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the only real issue here. And then so most of us, and it seems to be the community seems to think that what he meant is that if the whales would sell off, you know, and get out of the way, because they're the ones causing the issues, really preventing us from growing the coin to where we want it to be for the people, that then at that point the coin would get Mr. Elon's full support, which is, I mean, absolutely huge. But he's just showing his displeasure, I think, is what we're coming to, that, you know, he's tired of dealing with the problems with the whales are causing. And then about 10 hours ago, he came back and commented and said he will literally pay actual money if they just void their accounts, like almost as if he's willing to just pay them to go away. That's what it sounds like to me. And then, of course, today, the media got hold of that news and started to run with it, as you can see here on Yahoo Entertainment. The topic says, and this was posted today just at 10 a.m. this morning, says Elon Musk pledges full support of major Dogecoin holders selling most of their coins. And then they have a little article just kind of touching on exactly what he tweeted, and just kind of some things about, then they go into the Tesla investment into Bitcoin and that sort of stuff. But they were just kind of regurgitating what the tweet said. And then to take it even further, if you hop on over to the New York Post, got a hold of it as well, and is reiterating the same things. Elon Musk wants major holders to sell, and they just touch on it here. So the coin, anytime this happens, that's fantastic for the coin, as it generates a ton of publicity, and you know, notoriety for the coin, and and spawns more and more interest. You know, it remains to be seen what's going to happen. You know, he also warned, I guess it was kind of a warning to the general holders, that, you know, it looks like for the coin to succeed, that it's going to have to go down before it goes up. And I'm assuming he means that, you know, we'd like to see those whales sell off and clear those wallets out and stuff like that, so that when the market cap does get back to where we are, at least that it will be more diversified and spread throughout the people, as opposed to just, you know, your financial whales and those looking to take advantage of the situation. So that's kind of what I feel. If anyone thinks it means something else, or you have any news, or if I'm reading it wrong, please feel free to chime in. As you know, I'm just a normal dude that's trying to do our best to comprehend what's happening here, you know, in the Dogecoin movement, and here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. Okay, let's see what we got. Let me try and catch up on chat before I move on to the next topic. And the next topic is very interesting. It's a price prediction due to the analytical side on Vechain from a reputable analyzer that I'd like everyone to take a look at. But let me see what we got going on. Copper and Silver, I'd just like to say I put your link in the Discord, told them you moved from Twitch to YouTube. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Again, I wasn't neglecting it. I just I'm trying to get everything straight and get all my ducks in a row before attempting to take care of the Discord. But I do appreciate you looking out for me. Thank you. Vechain, baby. Can I sell Vechain on Gemini or Kraken? I don't use either, so if anyone has that information, I'd appreciate sharing it with Vechain, baby. Miss Jill Spear says, I don't think the whales will sell until the price bottoms out. Let's see. We got Mr. Mike Hernandez. The issue with that statement is I cannot hate on the guy who owns 27%. He has done over 300 transactions since 2019. Seen potential before everyone else. Yes, exactly. My money's on the guy that builds rockets. And $2 super chat already. Thank you from Mr. IB getting lucrative. Good afternoon, Vitho and Amp pumping. Yes, in fact, I actually just recently transferred all of my Vechain into Exodus wallet so that I can stake it. So if those of you are interested in earning Vthor for your Vechain, you can use a wallet that stakes, and you can earn free Vthor that way. Let's see, Mr. Kanayukin? Why do high buyers sell low? Yeah, I mean, I would assume the whales would want to sell at a more valuable point in the life of Dogecoin, but ultimately, I guess we'll have to see how this plays out. I guess what he's meaning is we can probably expect to see a little bit lower low once the whales start to move out and sell off if they so choose to do so, and that's fully expected. That's fine too. Can I sell Vechain on Binance? I believe you can. Okay. Dungeon Master Doge Boy says, if Doge bottoms out and goes back to 2 cents, perfect time to buy more. Absolutely. If we do approach those kinds of numbers, which are long way away, it seems, you're gonna have so many people buying back in. It's gonna bounce back relatively soon, and I think the only way we can get to that point is seeing the substantial amount of those wallets sell out. But just because Mr. Elon Musk would prefer to see that, that doesn't mean that the whales are going to go along with his plan. He's kind of hoping for the betterment of the people. I think at this point, I think that'd be the right thing to do. Mr. Mike Maldonado, do you have experience with Ledger? I do have a Ledger cold wallet. I haven't messed with it in a while. Honestly, a lot of my stuff right now is liquid in exchanges because I have been moving my Vechain to stake it, and I have been moving my Cardano to stake it and that sort of stuff. So I haven't messed with it in a while, but I do own one. Let's see. Cold storage. My opinion on cold storage. Yeah, obviously it's the safest of all the ways to go, it seems. I know, Ledger did have an issue a while back, a few years ago, but I haven't heard anything of recent. And all the other cold wallets that I know of never have any issues. So it definitely seems like the safest way to store your stuff if you plan on storing for the long term. Okay, and we'll take this minute to do a coin market cap recap here on the Breadly Assassin live stream, like we like to do every day. Got kind of a headache for some reason. I'd have to go grab some Advil in a minute, but okay, so we're gonna pop on over to the coin market cap recap, like we like to touch on every day here at the Breadly Assassin live stream, and things are still looking great. We hit that substantial Bitcoin sell-off dump yesterday that corrected relatively quick. I mean, very quick. In fact, most everything is up higher than it was before the dump. So most people that were in position to take advantage of the dip did, and it ultimately really helped the market. So as you can see, we're sitting at just under $1.5 trillion total in the crypto space today, and Bitcoin sitting at $907 billion. Looks like to be better than it was before the dip. So like I said, we completely corrected from that massive dip we had yesterday. That was pretty scary, by the way. But then we have Ethereum sitting at 209 billion, and of course Tether, the dollar coin, at $1 in the number 3 spot. Cardano moved up to number 4, ladies and gentlemen, back up to 90 cents in the number 4 spot. Number 5, Polkadot, sitting at $29.13. XRP in the number 6 spot at 56 cents. Binance Coin in the number 7 spot at $132. Litecoin in the number 8 spot, $216. Bitcoin Cash at the number 9 spot, $742. And number 10, Chainlink, my number 2 favorite long-term investment in all of the crypto space, back up to $34.27, showing a strong 36.72% increase in the last 7 days. And other coins of note that I like to keep my eyes on is Stellar Lumens at number 11 at 52 cents, and the ultra popular Dogecoin sitting at number 12, back at 5.8 cents. Uniswap at 21.18. Tron at 5.3 cents, and my number 1 favorite long-term coin for investing in the crypto space, Vechain, in the number 23 spot now at about 5.5 cents, up 86, almost 87% in the last 7 days. And then of course Theta token up to 341, and the graph, which I'm going to touch on in a minute, up to $2.24. I'm going to touch on this in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. little bit later once we cover some other points of note that I have prepared for everyone. So yeah, so let me catch up on chat before we move on. Mr. Poor Man Printing says, what do I need for a wallet? I keep hearing about people getting hacked and I'm brand new to crypto. Also a good rundown on KuCoin. I'm so confused on how to trade. Well, that's cold wallets or physical wallets. Basically, some of them come in the form that look like phones. Some of them come in the form of look like basically like little USB sticks. But those are cold wallets, which means you're storing. You can store your cryptocurrency off of the web, off of the internet, and basically that's why they call it cold storage, off of online, so that you almost completely reduce the risk of it being manipulated or hacked, as sort of you mentioned, whenever your coins are on an exchange, where they're more susceptible to issues. Now, in my personal experience, I've never had an issue with hacking or problems with exchanges and whatnot. I use Coinbase and I use KuCoin, and I do have a cold wallet, but right now most of my stuff is on exchanges because I'm pretty active in the market. Like I said, KuCoin and Coinbase, from my knowledge, haven't had any real issues, and if they have, it didn't affect me. And as far as trading, that's probably going to be something you want to take some time and research, so that you're comfortable with it and don't make any mistakes and risk your money. But basically what you're doing is, once you have the funds in KuCoin, I personally trade in Bitcoin, so I'll go to like the BTC markets, and you need to look up the Satoshi value. As you can see on the ticker up top, where Dogecoin is reading 5.8 cents per coin, that equates to 120 BTC, which is 120 Satoshis. It's how we all coins are valued off of Bitcoin, meaning like it's a fraction of a Bitcoin, and that's just how it works. So you can trade in Satoshis, and I've been in the crypto space for years, and that's just how I'm used to seeing it and how I'm used to working it. I do the conversion myself with the Bitcoin to US dollar calculator and stuff like that. There are other options. You can trade in the USD token, you can trade however they allow you to trade, but basically you'll be trading fractions of Bitcoin for the coin of interest. So yeah, I would go look up some tutorials on that sort of stuff before you start dealing in it, so you don't make any mistakes and whatnot, because when you are dealing in Satoshis, you're if you choose to do so, 1 0 can make a substantial amount, and it can be pretty dangerous. But yeah, just take your time and look at it. Coinbase allows you to straight up purchase crypto off a dollar amount, which makes it very simple for people that aren't familiar with the crypto space, and that's why a lot of people like Coinbase. But when you're dealing on an exchange, like a pro trading exchange like KuCoin, there's a lot going on. They have you can stake your coin, you can borrow against it, all kinds of different stuff that gets very confusing in the financial world. But yeah, if you want to try and keep it simple, just look up a little simple tutorial, and probably be able to help you a lot more than I could here on the live stream. Okay, Frank, you have a Louisiana accent. Yes, I'm from South Louisiana, a little town called Breaux Bridge. Let's see. Let's see here. Crypto 6 Foot says most of my coin are in Coinbase. I do have a substantial amount of coins in Coinbase as well. Welcome back, Digital Jin. Poor Man saying is basically you buy Bitcoin and use that to buy Doge. Yes, technically, yeah, pretty much. That's how I do it. That's the most common way, it seems. Pale Moon says, what do you think of the random coordinated dump yesterday, and even now today a lot of crypto is affected? Yeah, it was scary to watch when stuff like that happens, but I mean, if it was coordinated amongst I don't know how many people or whatever, but that's fine. But they were bad as soon as it dipped. You have the entire crypto space that jumped on it because it was buying opportunities. Even I did, and I'll get into that in a second. So I mean, it recovered extremely fast, and we're in better spot than we were before the dip yesterday. So those kinds of things happen. If you're in position to take advantage of something that's substantial, it normally works out fine. In fact, what I did, and I mentioned I was going to touch on the graph, I had some funds that I had deposited into Coinbase that was sitting there that I was planning on using to buy more Vechain. I was, of course, going to have to transfer it to KuCoin and that sort of stuff. So I had been watching the market, and Vechain has been going up and up and up. So I was just sitting on the funds. But after the dump yesterday, I knew I needed to take advantage of it when it dumped, and it dumped hard. So I went into my Coinbase account and used the funds and purchased the graph, which I was able to purchase at about $1.75. And I love the graph, but I had got out of it, and it wasn't a good buying opportunity. So when it dumped, I was able to get back into the graph at $1.75, and today I think it's up to 220 or 230. So basically overnight, you gained whatever percentage that was from the dump, which is significant, from $1.75 to 225 or so. You can do the math, but it's just another one of those things where I'm not really a day trader, but anytime if the market wants to dump, it's always a good idea if you have funds available to take advantage of it. That was what I did. Mr. Joshua says, any of the snow ice today didn't get too bad in Hammond. Yes, it was very bad here. In fact, we had a curfew, weren't allowed on the roads and whatnot. It was very bad. Ice everywhere in South Louisiana over here. Okay, Mr. Daryl Martinez says he thinks a hard cap is coming. Thoughts? Yeah, well, we mentioned a few days ago that we had confirmation that the development team is back working on Dogecoin. Initially, it read as though they were back to just deal with some scalability issues due to the influx of volume and stuff in Dogecoin and the growth. But anytime you have a team working on the coin, that's fantastic news. We're hearing smart contracts and anything further than that we don't have any confirmation on, but we are monitoring and hoping that we do come back with some kind of positive news like that. Actually, anything that comes back from the development team is going to be good news. We're just holding tight and waiting to see exactly what that means. And while I have everyone's attention, and we got quite a few people watching, I just wanted to point something out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here, this is from my analytical page on YouTube. In the last 30 days, these are watch time from subscribers. We have only about 12.7% of people that are watching the stream that are subscribed. So we have a ton of room for our viewers to go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button so that the channel can continue to grow. And we'd really appreciate if you just take a second to do that. It also, if you want to hit the notification bell, you'll be notified every time we go live. That way you don't miss these discussions. And ultimately, you don't miss our new giveaways that we'll be holding every week. In fact, on the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel, I uploaded the newest video that gives the announcement date and time for the next giveaway. So if you guys want to check that out, to make sure that you're here for that and don't miss your opportunity at the Dogecoin giveaway that we're going to have this Friday. But that's just something I wanted to touch on. I thought that was some interesting numbers. Okay, so now I think would be a good opportunity to pop on over to the nice read we have on the Vechain Price Prediction that one of the more reputable and popular crypto web pages and companies put out. I'd like to show you guys. Let me go ahead and get there, and then I will pop on over with the display capture. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. I thought this was very, very interesting because, I have been saying that Vechain is my #1 favorite long-term investment in all of crypto for a few weeks now. And with the price spike lately in Vechain. A lot of eyes have been brought to it, which is fantastic for the coin. But you can see here, this is from fxstreet.com, a very popular cryptocurrency website that breaks down tons of stuff. And one of their analysts here says this, and this was released today at 10:30 a.m. Says Vechain Price Prediction. Vechain hints at a 250% bull rally if this critical level cracks. And these points of note says right here, Vechain price is consolidating a multi-year ascending parallel channel awaiting a breakout. And check this out. It says a close above the channel's upper trend line at 8.5 cents projects at a 250% bull rally towards towards 30 cents, ladies and gentlemen. And then he goes on to say, however, a failure to close above this critical supply barrier projects a 55% downswing toward the channel's lower trend line. And of course, that sounds like they're just protecting themselves. You know, they always have to do that kind of stuff. But it goes on, and it shows that there's the next critical retest level is about 8.5 cents, and we touched 6 cents 2 days ago, I think it was. So this isn't too far off. And they're just predicting that if we can get there and close there, as you can see in the little chart here, there's a very good chance that we just go parabolic and project to a 250% increase, upwards of 30 cents at some point this year. So while, you know, that sounds great, and I'm all for positive news and predictions like this, you know, we are a little bit conservative here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, and a little bit more of a realist. I did predict the coin to reach 20 to 25 cents at some point this year. So that's actually not too far off from my predictions and what I was hoping to see the coin get to. But again, just some more information on Vechain that I dug up that I thought you guys would like to see if you weren't aware of it. Okay, Mr. Cantu says, when do you predict Doge will get to 10 cents? Well, before the Elon news yesterday, I was thinking we could definitely see a 10-cent Dogecoin at some point in February. That was my initial, that's what I was sticking to. But of course, after the Elon tweet yesterday, it's just hard to ignore that there's a chance that someone else might start selling off, which of course would bring us in another expected dip at some point before we can recover and stabilize. And that way the money in the market cap will be a little bit more diversified and spread amongst the people where it belongs. But then at that point, you won't have to chew through those wallets again. You know, we won't have to fill those sell orders of those wallets again, and ultimately you won't run into those dips more as often as we are now. And then even for more so, you know, your market cap would continue to hit higher highs and higher lows at that point. So I'll still stick to the 10-cent mark at some point in February, as we still have a good while. But I'm just not as confident in my prediction as I was before yesterday's news. So we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, let's see. Pi Network, I didn't get to it yet. I'm familiar with it, but I didn't get to break it down yet. I did spend some time on EWT. And if everyone is cool with me moving into, I'm just gonna touch on it. I didn't dig into it as much as I need to, but I have to admit, it does look fantastic, and we're gonna touch on that real quick right now. This was brought to my attention by Miss Stephanie Deaton in the one of our community members here at the Bradley Assassin live stream, and I have to admit, it's very, very, very interesting, and this is my quick take on it before I do a little bit more research into it. But popping over to the display capture, I'm here at energyweb.org, and EWT stands for Energy Web Token. And as you can see here, it says EWDOS features a native utility token, the Energy Web Token. The token protects the network against misbehavior, compensates validators via transaction fees and block awards, and can be used to pay for services that streamline enhancements apps. And that's just, you know, that's kind of just with the breakdown of the technology and whatnot. But after digging into it and finding out what it is and what it pertains, it seems to be a blockchain project that's focusing on the energy sector, which obviously is pretty substantial. You know, where you have Vechain focusing on the supply chain. Well, this here, as we pop on over here after doing a little bit more research, I found the incredibly popular altcoin daily with Mr. Austin Arnold has a select group of altcoins he picked that has 50x potential, and this is brand new. This came out today, or updated today, I should say. And if you come down over here, they have some information on other coins and stuff he picks, but check this out. Number one on Arnold's list is EWT, Energy Web Token, which is the crypto asset that powers Energy Web Chain. According to the crypto influencer, Energy Web Chain is an enterprise blockchain platform tailored to the energy sector. Arnold says that companies around the globe are starting to find value in the protocol. So again, you know, and then there's a link here to the video where he goes over all this if you'd like to check it out. This is on the Daily Hodl, and it's, of course, it's a link just discussing Mr. Austin Arnold's altcoin dailies vlog of coins he likes, but notably picks out EWT as his number one choice. So obviously substantial implications this coin is having and can have. So very, very interesting. And you know, like for me, as all of these coins that I wasn't familiar with start to kind of gel and I start to put them into place, it seems to me like, in my personal opinion, you know, we have like the graph that seems to be focusing, you know, they're calling it the Google of blockchain. Well, you have the graph that seems to be the leader, the front runner in, categorizing information on the blockchain and making it all information accessible. And then we're hearing some amazing things about EWT coming out of the focusing on the energy sector. You have Vechain focusing on the supply chain. So like, I'm thinking that these coins are gonna be the cream that rises to the top due to their fundamentals and the services that they're providing and their real world implications. So good call on EWT. I really look forward to getting some more information on it. I'm gonna try and get some funds together to invest in it. Yeah, anytime you're dealing with anything in the energy sector, there's going to be substantial financial implications, as we all know. So that's going to be very interesting to learn about as we go. Okay. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and refresh my computer number 2, and I'll update everyone on the channel statistics if we made any progress today. Did we see an Elon coin? I'm not sure. I don't see why not. He's certainly in position where he can get a team together to do that kind of thing. Wouldn't surprise me at all. He does seem to be very supportive of Dogecoin. Maybe that's just where his interest is in now, as I'm sure he's got his hands full with Tesla and SpaceX and stuff like that. But we're up to 5,570 subs and 119 likes, and we have 500 people in the stream. Please hit that like and sub button, ladies and gentlemen. If we have 500 people in the stream, we should have at least 500 likes. So just take a second to do that. I'd really appreciate it. Let's see. Mr. Artie Bowman says he's expecting to see an influx of Elon tweets tonight. He says after SpaceX launch, there's usually a correlation from his observation. Could be a good buy, sell, day trade opportunity. Yeah, that's a good point. Anytime he's active on Twitter, he'll usually throw Dogecoin a bone and perhaps have some new information on it. And of course, every time that happens, Dogecoin does go through the roof with its substantial spikes. So if you guys want to monitor that situation, that should be pretty interesting. When do I think a VeChain boom will be? Well, for someone that's been in the space for years and have owned the VeChain for years, I feel it's happening now. Obviously, the last 3 days we've watched it go from, or the last week I should say, we've watched it go from under 3 cents to 5.5 cents or so, wherever it's at right now, 5.2, 5.3 cents. So that is just significant. It's actually incredible for those that have been monitoring VeChain for a while. Of course, you know, some of the experts and some of the graph analysts and whatnot are expecting it to really take off if it can break through the 8 or 8.5 cent mark. So obviously we're in an altcoin bull run right now. Everything is pumping and everything's looking fantastic. So there's a good chance that we can break through that mark and really start to move in an upward trend, at least over the next few months, probably with the height of it being around September or October. Welcome back, Mr. Trufa. Everything's really good. Thank you for asking. Welcome back, Captain Vidic. There you go, mate. Been following you since 3K. Amazing content. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate the kind words. I do everything I can to bring whatever knowledge and information I can gather to the community, and I also love opinions and new news breaking from the community that wants to share with us, as I obviously don't. Obviously don't have all the answers, but we sure share information here which can lead us to better investing decisions. Excuse me. Oh, let's see. Actually, Crow, Dogecoin does have a market cap. They might not have a coin cap, circulating supply, but they definitely have a market cap. But you know, Ethereum also is a coin that has endless production, and no one seems to be concerned about that. So there's a lot of negativity put into that. And of course, anytime you have a coin that is capped, they can become more valuable. But we're waiting on the development team to see what kind of news they're coming out with, as it's pretty exciting that they're back in action. Pale Moon says another random coordinated dips happening all across crypto today. Is it? Because I haven't noticed it. Looking at coin market cap, numbers look amazing right now. Of course, anything can happen, and we'll just have to wait and see. Anything can happen. But if they do dump again, that's just opportunity for everyone to buy again, like we did yesterday. And we shall see. Christian Mitchell says another YouTuber said there's a petition in place to make it so Cash App will accept Dogecoin. Yeah, those petitions are pretty popular of late. We had a 75,000 signed petition for Amazon to start accepting Dogecoin. Of course, you know, we know the chances of that is unlikely, at least right now. So a lot of those petitions do get noticed, but ultimately we're not too sure of the effect they have. Let's see here. We got let's see, what do you think about investing in BTT? I'm not too interested in that. That coin's been around for a long time. In fact, I mined BTT at least 2-3 years ago. It's just a low market cap that I feel people are manipulating. That's my personal opinion. I could be 100% wrong, but I've seen the coin around for a long time with a low market cap. I see people do that often to those low market cap coins. Crow says Dogecoin has open faucet websites that dispense the coin 100% for free, and 50% of the coin are 50% of the coin are held by 20 people, and one person alone owns 27% of the market. What do you think of that? Yeah, that's pretty much common knowledge. We know that. I think most of the people assume that's Elon Musk, the majority owner at the 27%. Most of those other wallets are probably the whales that Mr. Elon Musk was referring to, that he'd like to see them sell off. In fact, he even flat out offered them money to either void the accounts or sell off or whatever. So I think that's just more reiteration to the fact that we need to get through those whales wallets so that the diversification and the validity settles a little bit on the coin. Thank you for the comment. Appreciate it. Ripple from Mr. Jordan Maxey. Yes, the consensus on XRP is that obviously it's a fantastic coin with an amazing team, considered, you know, the banker's coin and that sort of stuff. With but it is being suppressed due to the SEC regulations. And the storm cloud over its head, so to speak, the gray clouds over its head. So I'm losing my thought. Yeah. So what we're waiting for, obviously, is you know, the outcome on the hearings at the end of the month. Now, you remember, and like I like to point out every time we discuss XRP, remember that in January of 2018. XRP had an all-time high of right at about $3.50. So, you know, if you want to use that as a scale or a measuring stick to get an idea of what the coin is capable of, if it can get through the hearings unscathed, you know, it very well could be a great time to buy XRP. And a $5 super chat from Fly Beast 1. Been buying the dips at 5 cents. We'll buy at 4 cents if it goes there also. Congratulations, sir, on getting in on the dips. Congratulations on your bags of Dogecoin. If I think if it gets down all the way down to 4 cents, I think you're going to see a tremendous amount of buying power come into the coin.
The dips at 0.0501 will buy at 0.0400 if it goes there also.
So thank you for the $5 super chat. Incredibly generous, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you. Litecoin is the future. Yes, there's a lot of positive news about Litecoin. Looks like there's a chance it can get into the PayPal system as a accepted form of payment. If that happens, you can expect Litecoin to really see some increased volume. Don't forget to smash that like button. We have almost 700 viewers, but only 195 likes. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, show me some support. Like and sub. Let's see what we got. What do I think about Ardor rising so fast? I'm not too familiar with it, my friend. I really can't comment on it now. I'll take a look at it between streams and see if I can educate myself a little bit. If Elon owns 27%, this is from Mr. Crow again. If Elon owns 27% as speculated, what would stop him from dumping and crashing it to zero once? I mean, why would he though? I mean, yeah, you're right. Technically, he could do that. He could do whatever he wanted. But I don't see a man building rockets worth $200 billion concerned about crashing Dogecoin. Like, in my personal opinion, him supporting the coin and being, you know, such an important factor in support and celebrity and influencing. If the coin, he would want the coin to continue to do well so that everyone invested would make a killing. And personally, I would assume that would perhaps mean potential customers as far as Tesla is concerned. I mean, I personally, if I make $1 million off Dogecoin, I'm going to own Teslas the remainder of my life. like just because of what he's done for us and his support and stuff like that. So I don't know the man. I can't speak for him. I can't predict whether he's going to sell off all his coin or whatnot. But he's a very smart person, and it seems like the smart play would be to continue to support the community, the millions and millions and millions of people in the Dogecoin movement, and ultimately perhaps generate potential customers for himself. And again, I'm not an expert, not a pro, but that's just my personal opinion. And please never invest more than you can afford to lose, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, up to 250 likes. That's a little bit better. Still got room to grow, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate the likes and the subs here. I do not mine Doge. It is much more profitable to mine Ethereum for my setup, and I'm assuming most everyone. So I really don't see the point from a mining standpoint, because ultimately you can make the greater profit off Ethereum and then just sell your Ethereum for Dogecoin and get more Dogecoin that way. I would assume that's how most people would think, as the most profitable coin to mine is Ethereum right now. Okay, let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. I think I showed you guys most of what I wanted to cover, but EWT, the Vechain Price Prediction from FX Street. We touched on CoinMarketCap, which we will touch again. Let me refresh some of my news outlets to make sure I'm not missing any late breaking news, because it was so hilarious. I mean, within 5 minutes of me logging off yesterday, after we did cover a lot of nice stuff, had some great discussion, Elon tweeted, and then so all the other streamers and outlets got all the hype and whatnot, but I'm so tired of seeing all the clickbait streams going on with Doge to the dollar and all this stuff, and is it gonna happen tonight? I'm like, man, those guys are getting all the views, and we're trying to give legitimate information here, legitimate discussion, trying to be real, trying to help the community, help everybody, and they're just killing it. But I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do, because I think eventually people will find out where the real news is coming from. Okay, we got let's see. Are you interested in any other crypto or stocks? Yes, of course. I do not deal in stocks at all. I deal 100% in crypto. This is from Queen Mari, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, my favorite long-term investments in cryptocurrency are Vechain and Chainlink. I'm also invested in XRP and ADA. And what else do I have? Oh, and I bought some Graph yesterday, as I mentioned in the dip. And I have some Bitcoin, of course. But I owned a little bit of Graph about a month ago, as whenever it got listed on Coinbase, and Coinbase suggested them, and I bought in at 52 cents. And it went up to like 80 something cents, and I sold because I felt great about it. I needed the profit to move into Dogecoin. Well, it kept going up and up and up, and I was like, oh, so frustrating. Well, during yesterday's dip, it dropped down to like 168 or so, and I was able to buy in at $1.75, and so now I officially own a decent amount of and Dogecoin, of course. I mean, that goes without saying, but so now I own a decent amount of the Graph, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. But yes, of course I own 105,000 Dogecoin now, as I gave away. We had our first successful giveaway Saturday, where I gave away 1,000 of them to our very first winner was a gentleman by the name of Eddie B. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, at 6 p.m. Central Time here on the Bradley Assassin live stream, we will be giving away another 1,000 Dogecoin. All you have to do is be a subscriber and be here in the live chat. And that's it, really. The chat bot will give you the command to enter the contest and all that. And that, don't forget, that's taking place this Friday. Look, Mr. Eddie B, there you are, my friend. I didn't see you here. Welcome back. So yeah, we'll be doing that again for everybody this Friday. Okay, let's see. How do you fund money to KuCoin through blockchain? Well, I personally have a Coinbase account where I send my funds from my bank account, from my personal bank account. And then, of course, I purchase coins in Coinbase, but the Bitcoin that I purchase in Coinbase, I send to the other exchanges and or wallets that I need them there to trade in coins that I cannot trade on Coinbase. So that's how I do. I just send Bitcoin to exchanges. Jeremy says, well, I own 600,000 Doge, invested about 5K at 0.008. Wow. Congratulations on that bag and getting in way before the hype. Congratulations, my friend. ADA, yeah, I think the general consensus on ADA is that it's an amazing project, amazing coin. They're making, I mean, monumental project deals with entire nations and stuff right now. Coming into the year, I think there was an expectation of it approaching $1, and being that we hit 95 cents over the weekend, it's looking like there's a chance to get to $1 by the end of the month. And if that happens and we break through that threshold, some experts are predicting the coin approaching a $2 or $3 coin at some point this year. So I'm invested in ADA. I actually staked the coin, and I'm looking forward to greener days. Kyle Hamilton says, it won't let me buy XRP on Robinhood. What would you recommend to buy at Ripple? I personally use KuCoin to trade in those coins that some exchanges don't let you do, or some applications don't let you use. And in fact, I have a let me bring this up real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I have a referral code that pops up in the chat every few minutes, but if you missed it and would like it now, I'm going to go ahead and pull it for you. For anyone interested in signing on to the KuCoin exchange, this referral code will help us both, and feel free to use it if you are interested in using KuCoin to trade in coins that sometimes are a little bit difficult to get your hands on. In fact, less than a week ago, KuCoin added Dogecoin, so you can actually even trade Dogecoin there, which is pretty exciting. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the KuCoin referral code if you so choose to use. Mr. Jeremy says, so cool, I found you today. I just bought ADA like last night on the dip. Well, congratulations on that. Again, if I had, I'm just a normal guy with job and family and kids and all stuff like that. And I have been investing into the crypto space for some time. If I had a ton of money available to me, I would have bought back into all the coins I like on the dip last night. But as I said, I chose to go into the graph because I actually didn't have any, and I just wanted to diversify a little bit more. So we'll be monitoring that, and congratulations on your purchase. Okay. Mr. Rushil Zhang, your views on Bitcoin shoot up to 40 by the weekend. Well, I don't, LAKH, I'm assuming maybe that's a denomination or currency total. I'm not too sure, but being that we're at 48 now, perhaps that means anybody want to convert that for me? Okay, yes, you can definitely trade Vechain on KuCoin as well if you choose. Mr. Eddie B says you got his very first Dogecoin from here. Congratulations again, sir, and thank you for participating. We appreciate the views, the likes, and the subs here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. One Laka, LAKH Lock, is 100,000. Woo! Yeah. I think that's a little bit ways away. We're approaching the $50,000 US mark, which is, just monumental in my personal opinion, because, I bought back into Bitcoin. The last time I bought back into Bitcoin was in March of 2020 when it dropped down to $4,000. but to see it at $50,000 is just crazy. So can it get there? Yes, absolutely. The fact that many experts are predicting Bitcoin to be a $75,000 to $100,000 coin this year. Will it happen by the end of this weekend or this month? I don't really see that. Something special would have to happen, but that doesn't mean it won't happen in the mid to long term. So buying and holding is definitely the way to go when it comes to cryptocurrency. Kyle Hamilton, is KuCoin a wallet as well? Yes, the exchanges produce a wallet address for you immediately upon your creation of the account, where you can every coin has different wallet addresses you can send and receive from. What do I think about OMG? I'm gonna have to look into it. Another coin I'm not super familiar with, so I will make a note as I do here. My pen and paper. OMG. In fact, that's how I was turned on to EWT, and I look forward to doing some more research into that and getting some more information for everyone, and we can make better investment decisions based on what information we share in the community. Mr. Derek D says, can you still verify on KuCoin if you're in the USA? It's been so long since I signed up with KuCoin, I can't even remember the process, honestly. And I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but it's been so long. I can't even remember the process I went through with KuCoin. If anyone has signed onto KuCoin more recently that has a better answer for Mr. Derek, was it? Where'd it go? Yeah, I'd really appreciate some insight on that. It's been years, I can't even remember. Okay, let's see where we are. Referral codes in KuCoin. Well, I think they give you like a little bonus, for me and for whoever signs up. It's just, instead of just signing up and getting nothing, I think if you use a referral code, you sign up and get a little small bonus of some sort. Mr. X-Ray says, a huge dip will get rid of the whales. Don't let the dip scare you. We'll be back up there and profits will be made. Exactly. Especially whales in a volatile coin like Dogecoin. Many times, the word malicious activity is kind of scary, but they'll sell off when they're in profits to try and scare people into selling and panic sale so that they can move into their space, that kind of thing and whatnot. So that happens in all aspects of all markets, but ultimately in the long term, usually if you hold, you prevail. And we got a Celestial with the $5 super chat. Do you think now is the best time to buy more Doge, or wait till the whales drop it temporarily so Elon can support it? I heard it should go down to around 3 cents. Well, if the whales, I'm gonna go ahead and let the chat bot read that out, and then I'll comment.
Do you think now is the best time to buy more Doge, or wait till the whales drop it temporarily so Elon can support it? I heard it should go down to 0.
Yeah. So, yeah, honestly, okay, so we know what Elon's suggesting and what we'd like to see. Does that mean that the whales are going to all sell off and follow suit? Not really. I'm sure the morals of these people are probably not their top priority, but some might, and depending on what kind of pull Elon Musk really has, as he offered straight up money for them to void their accounts or sell off or whatever happens with it. I honestly, my gut feeling tells me that we are going to see some more dips before it gets better, regardless of what happens with Mr. Elon's suggestions of the whale selling off. Will it get down to 3 cents? I'm not sure, because there are still millions of people investing and watching Dogecoin. You might have, the buy orders might all be set in at around 4 cents for the general public, for the majority of the people that want to reinvest into Dogecoin, and we might never get down to 3 cents again. But you know, if you do have 6 or 7 whales that decide to do it at once, you know, within a short amount of time, then yeah, it could spike that low. But you're still gonna have a ton of buy orders that are just waiting to scoop up when we dip. But yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna get lower before it goes higher. But 3 cents kind of remains to be seen. Thank you for the super chat and appreciate the question. Okay, let's see here. Eyes Wide Shut says the 7th richest Doge wallet sold off 100 million last night. Well, that must have been that dip, right? I'm assuming, maybe. Not too sure, but like I said, it's a dip that we have to recover from. But every time one of those whales sell off, remember, we don't have to go through all those sell orders again. And you see what I'm saying? So the more whales that get knocked out, the more stable the market becomes. I'll put the referral code up again once more, my friends, for those that missed it. I just saw someone missed it. There we go. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are over 300 likes now with over 800 people watching. So we appreciate the participation. And appreciate the likes and the subs, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, there is the prize announcement video now up on the Bradley Assassin YouTube page, where you can see the next upcoming Dogecoin giveaway, which is this Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. On the live stream, we're holding another Dogecoin giveaway for 1,000 Dogecoins. So if you're interested in that and would like to participate, make sure you're here this Friday. 61 Sahin says, what do I think about XLM? XLM has been moving very well. It seems to be the backup coin to what XRP is doing, and you know, it's almost like a hedge for XRP. But things are looking good for XRP from what I've read with the countersuit and that kind of thing. So of course, if they do fail in the hearings and things don't work out for them, I would expect to see XLM really take off. But in the meantime, from what I'm hearing, it looks like XRP might be in pretty decent shape, and we certainly hope so. Antonia TZ says all red. GRT is turning green and giving me some profit. Well, congratulations on that. We really like to see when people are in the profits and in the green. And I think it's about time for another coin market recap here on the Bradley Assassin live stream. So we're gonna pop on over to display capture and go over this real quick. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, the total amount of funds in all of the crypto space right now is $1,485 billion in the crypto space. And leading the pack is Bitcoin with a $904 billion market cap. And the coin is currently sitting at just over $48,000. Ethereum number 2 at $208 billion with an $1,800 coin. And the dollar coin Tether at number 3. Cardano moves into the number 4 spot today at just about 87 cents. Polkadot at 28.25. XRP at 56 cents. Binance coin in the number 7 spot at $130. Litecoin at $214, and number 9, Chainlink, my number 2 favorite coin in all of cryptocurrency for long-term investing, at $33.44. Number 10 is Bitcoin Cash at $727, and then the aforementioned Stellar Lumens at number 11 at 50 cents, and the ultra popular Dogecoin in the number 12 spot at 5.7 cents. And some other coins of note that we like to point out are Uniswap at just under $21. We have Tron at 5.2 cents. My number 1 favorite long-term investment coin in all of the crypto space is Vechain, sitting at 5.3 cents. Theta at $3.38. And the Graph down a little bit from earlier, down to $2.17, but still up 122% in the last 7 days. And that's the coin market cap recap here on the Bradley Assassin live stream. And we're just over an hour streaming, ladies and gentlemen. An hour into today's stream. Okay. All right. Excuse me. This weather's crazy, man. Let's see what we got. Mr. Mandrake, Vechain up to $85. Let's go. That would be pretty much amazing. I think we'd all be arguing over what size motors we want in our yachts and racing to the docks in our Teslas at that point. X-ray 1 inch seems a very good investment. Yes, I hear good things about 1 inch. Does EWT token have any potential? Yes, we touched on that earlier. I'm not fully knowledgeable about it yet. I still have a ton of research to do, but it was brought to my attention a few days ago by one of our viewers here in the chat. And it seems to be a blockchain project involved in the energy sector, which of course, anytime you're dealing in that sort of governmental side of, the financial aspect of it, it has huge implications. So I definitely need to look some more into it, as it looks like an amazing project, at least in the right sector. I be getting lucrative. Thank you for taking some time to give us the views today. Appreciate it. Have fun at work, my friend. Papa Giorgio, it'd be nice if all the Dogecoin whales would get out so we can make this the people's crypto. Yes, I think that's what Mr. Elon Musk was trying to convey in his tweets yesterday. That's kind of what needs to happen, so that the people will hold the coin and diversify in that way, and we won't have to deal with these people owning the majority of the coin. Bryce Allen Houston, what do you think will happen to altcoins when Bitcoin hits 50K? Well, ultimately, as Bitcoin does well, so do altcoins. I mean, that's just where they gain their value from, and how their price is represented, that sort of thing. But ultimately, for altcoins to take off, Bitcoin dominance does have to go down. Does that mean that we need a lesser valued Bitcoin? No, not really. But that's how we get to where we are. That's how altcoin season starts to do well. It's a bit of a catch-22, but I think if Bitcoin keeps retaining value and whatnot, it's going to help us as a whole. We just need Bitcoin dominance to go down a little bit more so that altcoins can continue to run up. Okay, we got the Gingers 2. Hello from Western Massachusetts. Hello. Liked and subscribed. Got a few people on board with Dogecoin, rocket to the moon. Thank you for the like and sub. And that's where our sentiments are the same here at the Breadless Assassin live stream. Buying and holding is how we ultimately get more market cap, and everyone's coins become more valuable. So we're looking forward to greener days. Gold norm. Yeah, good luck. I mean, maybe. We've been hearing regulatory issues on Bitcoin for a decade now. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but it's possible. We appreciate the comment. How long do you think Dogecoin is going to hit today? How low do you think? Low? 4.5 cents. I don't think we're gonna get that low today unless a whale or two decides to sell off their bags, and that's very possible. You can't predict that. You never know when someone's gonna sell off a few hundred million Dogecoin, I should say. But I mean, that's just we can't really predict that, but it could happen. It would just take some substantial sell-offs, which ultimately is what we want. So if that happens, buying the dip would probably be smart. Mr. John Anderson says, I'm just waiting for McDonald's to accept Bitcoin. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. That's probably going to happen at some point. Nobody wants to be left behind. They don't. When acceptance of Bitcoin moves into an industry, it becomes a scramble to catch up, and because you don't want your competitor offering the customer something you don't have. Just like my prediction was, whenever Tesla purchased, used some of their capital to buy into Bitcoin last week, and announced that they're going to start accepting Bitcoin as payment. My prediction was that in the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to see at least one more major auto corporation announce that they're going to start accepting Bitcoin as well. Because in corporations and when you have industries that are that competitive, it's incredibly important to not allow your competitor to offer, at minimum purchasing ability to a consumer that you don't have. It's just it becomes a cat fight. It becomes an absolute massacre at that point to catch up and make sure that you're not left in the dust. What is the highest I think Doge could hit? I commented on this many times here in the live stream. I say oftentimes, if everything goes perfect, meaning you continually have the support from your influencers, from your celebrities, the media remains with coverage, it remains the most popular coin, and everything goes right, the development team continues to make improvements and changes, ultimately I thought we could reach a 10-cent coin some point in February. Now the Elon plea to the whales to sell off might hinder that prediction, but I thought we could approach a 20 to 25 cent coin at some point this year, and long term I could see a 35 to 40 cent coin top end on Dogecoin if everything goes perfectly over the next 2 to 3 years. Can you look into XLM Stellar Lumens? Yeah, we touched on that. Mr. Obelix says it's Ukraine's official crypto is going from 28 cents to 46 cents in a week or so. Yes, we've noticed XLM been chasing XRP. From what we understand, it seems to be like a hedge bet against XRP, since it's similar. Its project is similar in terms of what it can do. We're expecting, if XRP somehow doesn't come out of the hearings winners, that XLM will take off, and vice versa. If XRP does come out of the hearings in a good situation, that XRP will take off and XLM will probably retrace a little bit. That's kind of what it looks like. Welcome from Russia, the Uterson. Welcome back. What do I do for a living besides YouTube? I own 2 bakeries in South Louisiana. One of my bakeries is a wholesale plant where I make wholesale bread for restaurants, and the second is a retail store where we do donuts, cakes, pies, cookies, everything you could think of. And I have a family, and I work nights and I work days, and I stream whenever I have any free time at all, as I'm devoted to getting the Dogecoin movement and my community as much information as we can to make better investment decisions. Later, Mr. Aaron Marsh. Yes, I do offer some of my products online, but we only ship in the to the United States. Just a few cookies. Oh, there we go, Mr. Ronnie Retep, Ronald C. Retep. Lynn wants to know if we hodl and we buy a bakery too. Probably. Bakery is an incredible amount of work. We work around the clock, basically never stop. I go to work at midnight. Never stops. I don't recommend it unless you like working and taking care of things 24/7. But but it does pay my kids through school, and that's really all I can ask for. Do I think cryptocurrencies will get taxed soon? Well, depending on your region and where you are, most of us do have to pay taxes on capital gains. But as far as just straight taxing every transaction, regardless of what bracket you fall in, I don't know I don't see that happening anytime soon. But most of us are taxed on capital gains. Will I accept Dogecoin at my bakery? I'd love to. I'd like to see the transaction process get simplified and be more streamlined. The brick and mortar stores have been waiting for that for a while. For something to be presentable and useful to a consumer, it needs to work as flawless as a credit card does. And we're close. We're real close. I've been monitoring this for years. There was a project a few years back called the Graft, Graft, that I was super interested in and actually invested in, and it fell apart. They were working on partnerships with I can't think of the name of it now, but the credit card company that puts out the machines that you swipe, the actual consoles, to make use of and now it's there's some, like with Visa getting on board and MasterCard getting on board. Just now it's starting to happen, and it's about to take off. And once it gets streamlined enough to where we can just plug and play and the consumers aren't confused by it, I definitely will. Oh, I see Peter Connor. Got you. I would have never noticed that. What's happening, Peter? Yeah, I'm doing the drywall up there in the new McDonald's. Hey, Peter, the breast exam on Channel 10. What city in LA is your baker? I go through South Louisiana every year. I am in a little town called Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, and my retail location is in a town called Henderson, Louisiana, directly off the interstate. It's between Lafayette and Baton Rouge. Where you can see us from the interstate. I got a little red light flashing to let people know when we have hot, fresh French bread. Yes, I can show you guys the bakery website if you're interested. Hey, Peter, man. This is my company. If you guys want to take a look and kind of see what we do and our products we put out and that sort of stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have over 800 viewers and 378 likes, so we have some room for some like smashing. And don't forget to sub too, super important. That's how the channel continues to grow, and we can continue to bring everyone the latest, greatest information on all cryptos that we are familiar with, and the community continues to share in their knowledge, and ultimately we can make smarter, better educated investment decisions. Or just hang out and talk about stuff too. How long do you think it will take Elon to have his own coin? I haven't heard anything of that. And that's not the first time I've been asked that today. Perhaps someone has some information I don't have, and then feel free to share if you do. But I don't have any confirmations about that. Stuart Smith, doesn't Musk accept Dogecoin now? Well, Tesla does. Tesla announced that they are now officially accepting Bitcoin, but Dogecoin, I do not think that they are accepting Dogecoin yet. They are officially accepting Bitcoin though. Dogecoin, I currently own about 105,000 Dogecoin. I initially bought 189,000 at 2.5 cents. And I've since sold off to pay back my initial investment, and now I'm currently holding about 105,000 Dogecoin. I had 106,000, but we had our first successful giveaway last Saturday where I gave away 100,000. I gave away 1,000 Dogecoins. And if you're interested in free giveaways here at the Breadly Assassin live stream, we do have a prize announcement video now running on the Breadly Assassin YouTube channel. And our next official giveaway will be this Friday at 6 p.m. Central. So if you're interested in free Bitcoin, make sure to like and subscribe and join us here this Friday as we will have our second official Bradley Assassin Dogecoin giveaway. What trading platform for crypto do I use? I use Coinbase, KuCoin, and I have my Vechain in the Exodus wallet because I stake it there. Carl Peckstein Jr. says, I have a question. What is the difference between Binance and Binance US? I live in the US. Okay, well, the United States, a couple years ago, Binance changed its regulatory issues and did not allow the United States to trade on Binance anymore. So you cannot legally use Binance if you live in the United States. They've since produced a second exchange called Binance.us, where people in the United States can use it. Now, unfortunately, there are still some regulated states in the United States that cannot use Binance.us either. I live in Louisiana, and of course, I am one of those regulated states. That is why I choose to use who I use. Now, if the regulations get lifted in my particular state, I will probably ultimately move into Binance.us. But it's just it's up to the state regulatory issues if they want to allow you to use it. I'm trying to keep up with chat here. Why is Elon supporting Doge? Why only Doge and not other coins? Hold on, let me get to my $5 super chat first from Mr. Felipe Mendoza or Philip Mendoza. Yo, just checking in. Don't tell my wife I was here. Thank you, my friend, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the generosity and taking some time to give us some views. Good to see you again, my friend. Thank you. And as far as why Elon supports Doge, well, it was a choice. He's been a supporter of Doge for a while, mainly because it was created as like a joke coin, kind of a meme coin. And it, whenever the Dogecoin was chosen to be the people's coin and kind of stick it to the financial world, it just he was already on board, and he was like, well, this is perfect because he wants the coin to be the coin for the people. He almost wants to be like the savior. We're tired of all the financial restrictions, having to pay fees on our money and waiting times on our money and being told when and where we can do what with our money. So it was a perfect coin to be chosen to stick it to the people and stick it to the financial world because it was initially created as a joke. So the people wanted to succeed, and that's ultimately what's going to happen, we hope. Do I think the whales will sell off their Doge based on what Elon said? I don't know. We hope they at least consider it. Ultimately, you can't force someone to do something. It's their money. They chose to, they can choose to do what they please. He's banking on the fact that they have at least morals and understanding that what they're doing is not helping the cause. Does that mean that they care about that? No, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. In 2022, can you sell Lynn and I a wedding cake? We absolutely make wedding cakes. If you so choose to use this and we are within range, absolutely. I'd like to ask why you believe that Vechain is the best long-term hold. Well, we touch on that often here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. I'll give a brief rundown once more. Ultimately, if you go back and look at some of our previous live streams that have been uploaded into video format on the on the Bradley Assassin YouTube channel, you can find within those live streams we get into it very detailed, and I give full explanations. But ultimately, and this is just one small aspect of Vechain. If you do some research, you'll see that it's an incredible program and company. But Vechain has, first and foremost, an incredible development team, very influential and very involved in the crypto space. They are the leading blockchain project in the supply chain industry. And when I say the supply chain industry, I mean the actual supply chain industry in the world, like the $70 trillion supply chain industry, where things are monitored from, farm to table. For instance, they have a QR code scanning process that sends information to the blockchain in use now, where, like, say you create some expensive sunglasses, right? Well, it's scanned and monitored from the time the production company creates it, to the time it's packaged, to the time it's shipped, to the time it's received, to the time it's sold to the customer, and all that, and it's scanned every part of the way. And while that's not anything that hasn't been done before, but now the information is being stored on their blockchain, and where it cannot be manipulated anymore like it can on servers. It can't be altered, it can't be changed, all that kind of stuff. And every time it's scanned at every aspect along the supply chain, everyone involved in the process has access to that information on the blockchain, so there's no more confusion as to when it arrived, where, and that kind of stuff. And that's just the QR side of it. They're also putting microchips inside items, and basically any retail item you can think of, such as expensive sunglasses, handbags, everything, shoes, anything of value, that that's their process to eliminate counterfeiting. And the counterfeit market's huge, and basically Vechain has come up with a way to completely stop that. What happens is the microchips are scanned from production to shipping to packaging, receiving, everything just as before, but now it's being authenticated every step along the way, so that whenever the consumer is buying it, they're certain that it's authentic. And then even more so, whenever the consumer decides to resell the product, they can scan it and show with blockchain proof that it's authentic and everything like that too. So that's just a couple things they do. Not to mention their partnerships right now. They have hundreds of partnerships already in place that are working now, such as Walmart China, such as BMW, Renault, Haier. It goes on and on and on. DHL, the shipping company. They're all these companies are moving to blockchain because it's cheaper, it's faster, it's more accurate, it can't be manipulated. Everything about it, it's saving the companies money. So that's Vechain now, and just one part of it. And of course, we can only assume that once corporate gets together and makes some decisions on where they're aware of what's going on throughout the Asian market, that where they're at now with Walmart China and stuff like that, that you would just think it stands to reason that ultimately the Vechain would be implemented throughout the entire corporation. And if that happens, well, then you can imagine what the value happens to the coin. But we're waiting patiently, and it's been years now, and the team is just killing it. But as you can see, I think now it's starting to reflect onto the Vechain price, and we're very excited. And that's why I think long term, that is my number one pick, because it actually has real world implications now, and the companies that they're partnering with are just monumental. It just seems like it's a can't lose coin, in my opinion, and that's why I'm heavily invested in it. Let me go ahead and do a refresh on CoinMarketCap. It looks as though the market is turning down a little bit. Some people were saying we're crashing. I do see some downturn a little bit across the market. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But Bitcoin's holding steady at 48 grand. So we'll just have to continue to monitor. Being asked again if I think Doge will dip to around 4 cents. Well, my prediction low today was for 5.7 cents, and obviously we're way below that now. So anything can happen. As you see, we just had a significant sell-off right there, based on volume. So I mean, I don't know if that's a whale sell-off or not. I think it'd have been a little bit more substantial if it was. But either way, all we can do is speculate and monitor. Getting down to 4 cents would take 2 or 3 whales at least selling off their bags. So that's something you can't really predict, but it definitely can happen. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Is Elon Musk Satoshi Nakamoto? I don't think so. $100 bills, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6'4". Whatever it is. Let's see. Does holochain have any potential? I'm not familiar with holochain, my friend. Unfortunately, I can't comment. Diamond pause. That's what we want. Buy, hold, diamond pause. What we want. Thoughts on Chainlink long term? Yes, Chainlink is my number 2 favorite long term cryptocurrency in all of the market for long term investing. Basically, Chainlink's oracles allow real world data, real time data into smart contracts. And beforehand, a smart contract was basically just able to decipher and compute the information it had upon creation. Well, now with Chainlink bringing its oracles into play, now especially with DeFi taking off, you need real world information to compute smart contracts and calculate like information that you need now, like things when you have different information, changing information, anything off of the blockchain. Now Chainlink's oracles can bring that into smart contracts. They're not the only ones doing it, but they are the front runners and the leaders in the market. So ultimately their Chainlink's going to have their hands in all blockchain projects. So basically they're the link on every everything being built on Ethereum, all the DeFi projects, all of that has all these amazing futures and it's taking off. Chainlink's probably going to be the guy in there bringing in the real time and real world data. So if everyone feels Ethereum is going to be great and all these DeFi projects could be great, guess what? Chainlink's going to be there too. That's why I think a coin that's involved in all those projects and is the one making all the smart contracts work is going to be valuable. That's why I think Chainlink's going to be so valuable. Al 9000 XL says, are we aware that all these major whale accounts are actually exchanges, not individuals? Biggest one being Robinhood. Their wallets equals people's coins. Elon basically misinformed right now. I don't have any confirmation of that. I don't think anyone can prove that either, as all we have is wallet information. All of that is anonymous. While the assumption would be, it would be an educated guess, like an assumption that those wallets do belong to multiple people or exchange of that sort of stuff. We can't confirm that. I don't think we'll ever be able to, because that's kind of the point of anonymous transactions on the blockchain. But it is a good sentiment and a nice comment, thinking that's very possible. Does the Holo chain and ADA have? I'm not familiar with the Holo chain. Again, ADA definitely. It's a very amazing project, very strong coin, amazing partnerships with entire nations. So I actually own some ADA, and I think it has amazing potential, but I'm not familiar with the Holo chain. From Hal 9000 XL again, he says, then Elon should not be making such claims either if he can't confirm yet. Again, I think he's kind of doing what you did. He's assuming that it belongs to whales and just reaching out in that aspect, just as you assumed it belonged to exchanges. So yeah, I mean, if your opinion is that he probably shouldn't be claiming that, I guess you could take it up with him. But yeah, I guess everyone's entitled to their opinions. How low do I think Dogecoin will go down? Again, speculating is impossible to know, but we have been seeing a downward trend. Is it the result of Elon's suggestion that the whales sell off? We don't know. That's impossible to know, obviously. But as Elon suggested, it's going to have to go lower before it goes higher. So this might be exactly what he was hoping for. What's the point of so many different coins? Is everyone trying to get rich? No, I don't think so. Each coin is a different project aiming to either solve a different problem or provide a different service. It's not just a financial, you put money to a coin and that's what it's worth. Many thousands of these projects are all completing different tasks and doing different work and providing different services, whether it be to developers within the blockchain projects alone, or actual real world implications. So most of these projects actually have some underlying fundamentals. Thoughts on Vechain? Yes, I just covered that a few minutes ago. If you missed that discussion, please feel free to go ahead and look at any of our previous live streams that are all uploaded to the YouTube Breadly Assassin channel directly after streaming. Practically every day here on the Breadly Assassin live stream, I discuss Vechain. Some days in detail, some days we just touch on it. But I just discussed it about 5 minutes ago, and I think I'm going to give that one a break for a minute. If you want to know my thoughts on it and see why I think it's the #1 long-term coin to invest in all of the crypto space, feel free to check out some of our previous uploads, as there's tons and tons of discussion and information awaiting you at your fingertips for free. All I ask is that you like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. That is how the channel continues to grow. That is what keeps me determined to come here and share this information with everybody every day. Referral code for KuCoin? Absolutely, my friend. Let me go ahead and pop this in there once more. It does pop up in the chat every 10 minutes or so, but if you are just hopping in and missed it and would like to sign up onto KuCoin, I don't have any affiliation with them, but I do use them and I've had zero issues with them. So if you want to use the referral code, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Game Line. Appreciate you for understanding. I don't mean to not discuss it again, but I literally just spent 20 minutes talking about it for about 2 minutes ago. So the rest of the chat's probably bored with it. But yeah, you can just either go back on this particular stream, or we touch on it in detail in some of the other uploads that you can get a ton of information there. So thank you, my friend. The Joker says, sorry, I didn't watch from the start. What's your favorite coin you would immediately invest in? My two favorite long-term coins for investing are Vechain and Chainlink. I'm currently really bullish on the Graph and Cardano. And I need to do some more research on EWT, as that is a new project. A new project to me. I'm just being made aware of it, but it seems to be something involved in the energy sector and a very interesting coin. I'd like to go do some research. So, but from the coins that I've been researching for years that I feel incredibly bullish on for long term are Vechain and Chainlink. King Aha, he said, this dude grinds like crazy. Keep up the energy, man. Earn a new sub since you're not an annoying clickbaiter. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's kind of the goal here. Like I see so many channels and so many people creating these channels just over the Dogecoin hype and throwing like dollar, is it gonna hit $1 tonight and crazy clickbait stuff. You know what? God bless them. More power to them. I mean, that's everybody wants their channels to succeed, but I'm hoping if we do this way, share information and try and confirm information and let everybody, get all late breaking news out to everyone. I'm hoping if we continue to stick it out, that ultimately people will, at least appreciate what we're doing and come back. And ultimately, if people do decide to invest and this works out for everyone, they can think back and say, man, we were discussing this on the Bradley Assassin's channel a long time ago, and you know, look how good the coin's doing, and you know, that kind of stuff. It's not easy, but we're gonna get there. I really believe so. I mean, buying and holding is the consensus here. It seems to be the real way to ultimately generate wealth with the crypto, especially now. I know it doesn't seem like it because there's just so much activity in Dogecoin, especially, but you know, ultimately, we're at the beginning of the crypto movement, you know, and the crypto space in general. You know, just now we're having the hedge funds come in. Just now we're having the financial institutions come in. We're just getting into MasterCard and Visa. You know, all this stuff is happening now. So we're in the beginning of a movement, and you know, what some people are calling the fourth industrial revolution, and certainly hope so. The blockchain alone is going to be revolutionary for the internet and information storing and sharing and documenting and everything. So yeah, I think we're where we need to be. It's easy to get lost in that when you're monitoring charts all day and you see dips and peaks and valleys, and you know, but I think we're in the right place. Let's see. Mercedes-Benz says, I bought Dogecoin through Binance. Do I have to put them in a wallet, or can I keep them there, like, so I can sell quickly at any time? Well, you know, most people will suggest that you put them in a cold wallet as it's safer. And I agree with that. I really do. But, you know, personally, many of my coin have been on my exchanges for quite some time without any problem, because as you mentioned, you know, I do switch between coins sometimes, and I do stake some coins, and you know, some wallets offer it, some don't, and whatnot. So I personally have not had any issues with my coins on an exchange. You know, I guess it's the general idea is that it's safer on a cold wallet, but I personally have never had problems with my coins on an exchange. Yes, Anonymous Mank says, seen a lot of scams asking to send Doge to a wallet and get double back. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand, usually if it's too good to be true, it is. Please don't send people your crypto. I will never ask you to send anything to me. If you choose to like and subscribe, fantastic. If you choose to donate, fantastic. We appreciate all the super chats. Have merchandise available on the YouTube channel. There's a little link there if you're interested in that. That's all fine and dandy. I'm very appreciative. That's how we continue to grow the channel. But I will never ask you for anything. I certainly not ask you to send me any coin. In fact, I'm more just to show my gratitude and my appreciation for the support here on the channel. We do giveaways. In fact, this Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time, US, we will be hosting a live stream event where we will be giving away 1,000 Dogecoin. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. There is a video on the YouTube, the Bradley Assassin channel, that advertises the upcoming giveaway and lets you know the rules. Basically, you just need to be a subscriber and be there, be live to receive your prize. But we do stuff like that. We're going to continue to do stuff like that. And please remember, do not send people your coin I mean, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So thank you for bringing that up, my friend. That's something good to touch on, because people that are new to the space, it can look very tempting, and I understand. I've fallen for some scams in the past too in my life, but that's not what we do here. I'm a real guy. I'm a real dude. I'll tell y'all where my business is and everything. If y'all want to come talk to me, that's fine. I will never ask you to send me anything. Okay. Mr. You are for Onum something. Chandler, remember 10 years ago when they said the same thing about Bitcoin? It has no value. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If, ladies and gentlemen, I know we want this now, and you know, it seems now, and so like, oh my God, I gotta get this. I'm missing this dip. I get it. I'm right here too. I see it. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're in this space now and you're in the position, or at least attempt to invest, and please never invest more than you can afford to lose. But imagine buying these coins now, right? And working on a little a little bag and you know, accumulating some coins. Imagine in 5 years from now, what, you know, if the market continues to grow the way it's growing and we don't run into any roadblocks or hurdles, imagine the position that we're all going to be in that we're discussing now. I mean, I'm looking so forward to everyone being on that side of the yard, you know, just coming back and saying, man, you know, it'd be nice to be there, and why not? You know, I mean, it happens to everybody. Stolen Time says, just got here. What did Elon say in his Twitter? Well, I'll show you. It's from yesterday, the most recent tweets he has. I'm gonna pop back on over and refresh the Twitter homepage of Mr. Elon's page, and so we can try and keep up to date. But it seems like the minute I got off yesterday, Mr. Elon tweeted, and he said, if major Dogecoin holders sell most of their coins, it will get my full support. Too much concentration is the only real issue here. And so obviously we're thinking that he is reaching out to what he assumed are either individuals or joint holders of wallets, that they would sell off their coins. It would help the community, and then Elon would give his full support into Dogecoin, as right now we're battling those whales. And then just 12 hours ago, he came back and said he will literally pay actual money if they just void their accounts, almost as if he'd buy them out just to get out of the Dogecoin space. So it looks like he genuinely wants the coin to succeed and continue to grow, but we need to get through those larger wallets in the immediate, you know. But like ultimately, it's going to dip before it continues to grow, because we have to eat up all those sell orders from those wallets. Yeah, Ninja Defender. Did you notice that? I'm thinking within like a minute of me signing off yesterday, he posted that. Like, that's how close it was. I mean, that's impossible to time. So was Mr. Elon watching? Was he watching the old Bradley Assassin live stream? I don't know, man. But I mean, that's almost impossible. I'm telling you, I clicked it off and I walked in the other room and I saw he tweeted, and I was like, bruh, like, that'd have been fantastic news to get out to the community, and we could have had some late breaking information and discuss it. But I mean, it was literally within a minute. That is so strange. So strange, isn't it though? Like, I mean, is it complete coincidence, or maybe old Elon was monitoring? Hey, that would have been cool as hell, right? You never know, man. I mean, he seems to be a pretty grounded dude, so I don't know. That was, anyway, I was like, God, I can't believe I missed that. But, you know, that's just the way it goes. Okay. And we are at the 1 hour and 48 mark for the live stream. Yeah, we'll never really know. I mean, you can make an account by some random name. You never know who it is. But you know what? That's fair. I mean, I wouldn't want people to know that I was Elon Musk if I was, you know, participating in a live stream either. Can you imagine the you know, the cluster F it would cause, you know? So I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, as I like to do every time we're approaching the end of a live stream, I will leave it up to the community. I'm at 1 hour and 48 minutes. I'll tell you what, whichever one we hit first, the 2 hour mark or 600 likes. How about that? That way I'll almost be guaranteed to get to the 2 hour mark. And that's kind of a little game we play here when we're closing up a live stream. I will stream for another 11 minutes or 600 likes, whichever one comes first. That pretty much guarantees us the 11 minutes. But yeah, so we did cover a decent amount of stuff today. The Elon tweets that went through yesterday that I missed within a minute. We covered the price prediction from FX. Hold on, let me not misspeak. We covered the price predictions from fxstreet.com on Vechain. We touched on EWT token, which I need to do some more digging and get some more knowledge on that. And then of course the Yahoo.com and New York Post publishing articles in relation to Mr. Elon Musk's tweets yesterday, saying that he would like to see those large wallets sell off. So yeah, we covered what we could, and what was breaking in the world of Dogecoin, and just some information I found on Vechain. The coins we like to touch on here most often at the Barely Assassin live stream. Amazing participation today by everyone. Again, up to 529 likes. So the likes and subscribes are how we continue to grow. That's how I'm able to continue to bring everyone those free Dogecoin giveaways. It's basically my gratitude to the community and my thanks for the participation and support from all the subscribers here at the Bradley Assassin live stream. And for those that missed it throughout the stream, this Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time, US, we will be holding our second official Dogecoin giveaway. Here in the live stream this Friday, we will be giving away 1,000 Dogecoins to one lucky subscriber. So if you are interested in completely free Dogecoins with no strings attached, make sure to make a note to join us this coming Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Mr. Brendan Atchison, this is my favorite streamer for Doge so far. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Those sentiments and kind words are what keep me going. It's hard just hanging on and waiting for information to give people, because you can only talk about so much every day. But we got $5 super chat from Modern Prometheus. So we're gonna let the chat bot take over, and then I will answer our comment.
I think there's a possibility the large wallets are not held by anyone but the result of the code controlling the circulation and are frozen.
That's an interesting point. It's very possible with so many bots and that sort of stuff running out there. It's possible. I tell you what though, if it is what you mentioned, the fact that it's wallets just accumulation and are frozen and holding, that's actually kind of good. That means the market cap won't continue to, it'll only be able to go below a certain point if those coins aren't accessible and stuff like that, which in my opinion would be good. I mean, we don't know that for sure, so there's no way to really know that's the case, but that is a nice point, and it's very possible. And if that is the case, like I said, that would just mean that much lower bottom of the accumulation won't break down any further. I guess maybe, I guess we'll have to, it remains to be seen once we get through those wallets. But if it happens, I guess we don't know. We'll just have to see, But thank you for the $5 super chat. Incredibly generous, and means a lot to me here at the channel. Thank you. Up to 554 likes. You guys are really testing the old 600 like mark, or the 2-hour mark. We got 7 minutes left before the 2-hour stream mark, and we're up to 554 likes. I said if whichever one we reach first, whether it be 600 likes or the 2-hour mark, that would be the sign-off point. And we you guys are making it pretty close. It's not a fun little game we run at the end of the stream here. Pretty interesting. Hey, you saved my name right. No one ever pronounces it correctly. You ended up with it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try my best. I get names from all walks of life and all regions here in the chat. I mean, ranging from India to US to Russia to Spain. I mean, we have a really broad spectrum of viewers. So I know I butcher a lot of names, and I apologize, but we try our best, Mr. Gabriel Hernandez, you are very welcome, my friend. And are you going to be on later today? Probably not. I try and stream once a day. I've been on for a couple hours today. And you know what? Unless some more late breaking news comes out like it did yesterday with Elon, and I tell you what, if Elon Musk, Mr. Elon tweets after I sign off right now, he's watching us. So I might come back if we get some activity like that, but other than that, I plan on going grab some food and take care. 593 likes. You guys are gonna beat the 2-hour mark. That's crazy. That's like 100 likes in like 2 minutes. So I knew we had some more likes looming in the chat. I knew you were holding out on me. Let's see. Mr. CB Matlock, thank you for the info. Of course, my friend. That's why we're here. That's what we do. I'm gonna keep up 600 likes. I can't believe y'all did it. I said that at I had 11 minutes left to stream, and we were at like 470 likes. Y'all broke the 600 like mark in less than 5 minutes. That's crazy. You guys were holding out on me just for the little game, weren't y'all? I think y'all like to play that little game. But anyway, thanks, Mr. Ian Ninja Defender, for helping with the mods today, my friend. Thanks, everyone, for the likes and subs. You guys are amazing. The community just continues to grow. We're going to keep pumping and keep pushing. We're going to report on news, whether it's good or bad. We try and keep it real here. Ultimately, we're really waiting for that information from the developers to see which way they're leaning. That could be game changing, I should say. But anyway, that's it for now. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check out that prize announcement video on the YouTube channel. You can see and you can make a note for the specific date and time if you missed it earlier for the 1,000 free Dogecoin giveaway coming up this Friday. But everyone, stay safe. I will see you tomorrow, and everybody stay green.